Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your message, timeless message. This is a general message, so it will not resonate with all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out the description box below for the list of readings that I offer. Through the end of this year, through December 31st, I'm offering a 50% discount sale on any and all readings. So please take advantage of that. And let's get started, Sagittarius. I'm so appreciative of you being here and all the support that you give me. I have pulled the Four of Cups for you. This is an interesting energy. This is one in which you have experienced a number of seismic shifts in your own ability to identify the things that feel good to you. And this may sound like such an obvious thing, but for the Sagittarians I'm speaking to, you have been groomed or conditioned. Conditioned is a kinder word, to believe that your work, your presence was to make other people successful, to help other people to be happy, to be the optimist, to be the cheerleader for others. And this has sort of relegated you to uh, not being capable of coping with the deception or the disappointment that you've experienced in relationships. As a result of that, you've often run away from things, moved on too quickly before things could get better. And over the last quite a few years, you have been in a position of facing the consequences of your actions, particularly difficult choices, consequences that you've had to live with, and working through those, learning how to align yourself with things that recognize you, accept you, support you, and bring ease, bring joy into your life. And as a result of that, you may be receiving offers now that you are unsure about their match for you now. You are changed, you feel significantly changed on the inside, and you're testing out that change on the outside by the way that you process invitations and invites into spaces with others. You are still popular, but you are cultivating this really sacred space of stillness for yourself, building this new emotional foundation for yourself. And you are also aware that in order to not simply reject old offers or offers that feel that they come from another part of your life when you were different, um, is this idea that you actually know how to manifest the things that will work for you, that you would like to grow, that you would like to invest in. So there's a certain kind of restlessness, discomfort you may be feeling as you continue to review the past. In the present, we have the Servant of Wands, and this is about that incredible enthusiasm that you experience as you look at how far you've come, the progress you've made. And this really is still a fairly internal process for you, because you're not measuring your progress by the number of miles, journeys, trips, adventures you've been on, which might have been the way that you measured your success in the past. But now you're measuring internal progress, internal growth, the advancement in your own consciousness, in your own awareness. And you're enthusiastic, you feel joyful, you look forward to each day, although it is difficult for you to put your finger on why that is. And of course, the Y is the years of changes that you've been consciously sustaining and grooming within yourself. In the past, we have the Two of Jades, and the Two of Jades is about this long process of integrating what you've learned from the past, or even your past, the construct you were given, the life you were born into, the body you were born into, the gifts and talents you brought with you into this world, and the possibilities for the future now. This is an intense dance that you are actualizing in your own life by simply being aware of the desire to grow and expand, to move forward to unfamiliar spaces, but not in the way that you did that in the past. In the past, it was to escape. It was less about where you were going to than where you were coming from. Now it's about where you are, what you can offer in a new, less familiar environment. You've explored the same old, same old. You've actually, for some of you, kept yourself glued down to conditions that you knew were not exciting or thrilling, but you knew they were your karma, the consequences of decisions and choices you'd made. And you have explored the idea of being committed to yourself and what that means. So there's a whole different perspective now as you seek to integrate what you've learned from the past into possibilities for this expansion into the future. And in the future, we have the Lord of Jades. This is like the King of Pentacles, and this is appropriate to the focus on your stability and security, mastery of your craft. And again, I am struck by the change between the stereotype of Sagittarius as the Jack or Jane of all trades, and this idea of master, expert, top of your game, clear about not only the development of your gifts and competencies, but the ability to leverage those in a way that make you productive, abundant, and generous as a result. So here, ironically, as the teacher, the natural teacher of the zodiac, the sage of the zodiac, you are turning into the master teacher by example. You are more than willing to share what you have learned about developing your gifts, developing yourself as a person, and being in a position to be generous in the world, to be abundant, to be investing in your community from a place of empowerment. If this reading is resonating with you so far, please like this video, share this with others who might enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you so much in advance. And I pulled the success card. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I think this is such an interesting manifestation of your path of growth. Because the Lord of Jades is about that love, that the mastery of your talents and skills is an expression of self-respect, self-love, knowing that you have done the work to earn the rewards that you have, and that is contributes to the sense of expertise, to the sense of stability, security, that you could do this all again if you had to do it. But that not only has this been an expression of success, but that the sense of love is what you extend to your community through your generosity, through to your peers, to your supporters, to your loved ones. Your ability to offer security, stability is an expression of absolute love. And I'm going to pull a card from Chakra Love deck. And I have pulled Self-Love. I love this. The heart chakra, which is really striking me as particularly powerful right now. Um, it reads, "You can only love others as much as you love yourself." I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to clarify the Servant of Wands uh, in the present, and I do think it's noteworthy to look at the contrast between the servant or the page, a childlike energy, a beginner's mind, with the king or the lord of jades, of pentacles. This is physical mastery. I am clarifying the servant card with the world card and the Five of Cups. I like this. This is telling me a story about the disappointments, the focus on remorse, regret, a lot of sadness you've been carrying around all the betrayals that you've experienced, all the disappointments, all the broken hearts, um, and that uh, looking through that, sifting through those experiences for the lessons about yourself you've learned is noble and appropriate, but now is the time to turn to the gratitude, the completeness, the sense of fulfillment, the respect for who you are, the love, honoring your potential, the growth that you've made in your own personal relationship with yourself. And as a result of that, that's where the two cups that stand up, that remain, are the focus. This is about not only gratitude, possibility, but it's also about the sense of healing that is always at your disposal. This deeper connection that you formed with yourself absolutely describes the potential that exists for you in the world and your openness to this now. The World card is emphasizing the fact that you have come to the end of one journey. You are wrapping up a sense of a complete path that you have gone down, a whole litany of experiences, rewards, recognition, achievement you may have already earned. That it clearly is about the preparation you are making for this absolute commitment you have to being successful and stable in your community, contributing all that you've gained back to others so that they too can generate their own abundance and stability. In the past, the Two of Jades is clarified by the Fool and the Ten of Wands. And this is really sort of coupled with the Five of Cups. This is letting go, surrendering to all those disappointments, all those obligations, false illusions about the way that we were going to earn our way to love. We were going to earn the acceptance and support of others by doing everything for them. And in slowly dawning realization that the more that you did for others, as was the expectation, the less fulfilled you were, the less regarded you seemed to be. And releasing that experience is opening you again to the path of the Fool. When you uh, completed, when you didn't complete, when you were on your journey of healing in the past, that you began in the past, you're not off that journey yet. Um, you were very clear that you were moving towards something that you didn't quite understand the destination, but you knew what the path was. And you knew the path was about your investment in yourself, your faith and belief, your trust in yourself. And this is the very thing that you may not have had from your family of origin. A sense in trust, faith, belief that you could do these things for yourself, that you could be successful on your own terms. So the mistrust that you have been battling with has been with yourself, never being entrusted. It's difficult for you to trust that others in your life are really pulling for you, but you have abandoned the expectation that others will provide you with something you must provide for yourself. And thus, on the fool's journey, you're actually committed to your ability to fight whatever fight the good fight, to do whatever it takes to overcome the obstacles that come your way. So the fool has less concern about the destination as the journey. The journey becomes important. The joy on the journey, not being weighed down by too many things, but you have all the memories necessary to make the decisions, all the intuition you need, all the faith you need to move joyfully on this new adventure. And in the future, the Lord of Jades is clarified by the Hierophant and the Page of Wands. So we started with the Page of Wands. It's at the center of your reading, and this is emphasizing, I believe, this beautiful, open-hearted desire to grow. This is who you are at core, Sagittarius, this enthusiastic, optimistic cheerleader for all the good that there is in the world. And you have retained that quality, which is critical because your ability to share your love has everything to do with your ability to connect with that desire in others. And from that, you emerge again as the teacher. Born a sage, born a teacher, you continue. Only now what you have to offer is your mastery, your expertise, your experience. You know how to leverage your gifts in the world, how to net yourself the rewards that you desire. And that makes you completely committed to this learning process so that whatever you have learned, you understand, share it with others. That's what creates a world of abundance, a world of empowerment. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.